Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do an example of where we have a trig inverse function with another trig function, a different trig function. And so now we're going to do it two ways. I'm going to do it directly, okay, and then we're going to use the method that I showed in the previous video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the cosine of 13 pi over 6. Now, again, remember the restricted interval for cosine, okay? Cosine is restricted to 0 to pi. So, this is not in that interval. So, I need another angle, right? So what's another angle? Well, what is this? Well, if you look at this, 13 pi over 6 is what? That's the same as, well, how many, if I simplify this, right? If I write as a mixed number, then what do I get? I get 2. I get 2 and pi over 6, right? Okay. So basically, what do I get? So this is going to be the same as that, which is basically the same as 2 pi plus pi over 6. Well, this is one revolution, right? So that means cosine of 13 pi over 6 is the same as what? So cosine of 13 pi over 6 is equal to cosine of pi over 6, right? It's just a coterminal angle, right? So now, what is cosine of pi over 6? Well, pi over 6 is 30 degrees, so this is going to be square root of 3 over 2, right? Because this is 30 degrees, right? And cosine of 30 degrees is the square root of 3 over 2. So now what do I do with that? Well, now I'm sticking this. Now that's the inside function, right? So I found out the inside function is equal to this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take sine inverse of square root of 3 over 2. So the question is what angle, right? So again, I'm dealing with inverse sine. So what angle, the sine of what angle gives me square root of 3 over 2? Well, that would be a 30-degree angle because it's opposite over hypotenuse. So if in order to get opposite over hypotenuse, the sine of what angle gives me opposite over hypotenuse? That's going to be a 30-degree angle. Or excuse me, yeah, that's right. No, I'm sorry. Opposite over hypotenuse, so opposite of what angle? So sine of what angle equals opposite over hypotenuse? So this is going to be a 60-degree angle. So this is going to be pi over 3. And so that's the answer, right? So I just did it using a direct method, right? You work your way from the inside out. So I did cosine of this first, so I found out what cosine of 13 pi over 6 is equal to. And so I replace that in for this, and I get this. And then I ask myself, okay, what angle, the sine of what angle will give me this ratio? And the answer is pi over 3, and I'm done. So that's one way of doing it. Now, the other way of doing it, using the technique that I just showed in the previous video, is to say, okay, well, I know this is, again, outside the range, right, from 0 to pi. So how do I do this? Well, remember, you find an angle that this is equal to, okay, that is in the angle. And what do? You take that angle and you subtract it from pi over 2. So what is that? What is that angle that's the same as this one? Well, we already found out that it's pi over 6, right? So what do? I take that pi over 6 And I know this is going to equal, because I have sine and cosine, right? So all I have to do is take that angle, pi over 6, and subtract it from pi over 2. And what do I get? When I take, this is going, hold on. Yeah, this is going to give me 3 over 6, right? So 3 pi over 6 minus pi over 6 gives me 2 pi over 6, or pi over 3, which is exactly what we had before. So this, as long as you know what you're doing, will give you the answer right away. Okay? Have a great day.